Hi everyone, Colleen here from Ultimate Backyard, and today we're diving into the beautiful world of Cymbidium orchids. These stunning, long-lasting plants are fairly easy to grow and care for if you provide them with the right conditions. And in this video I'm going to show you how to do just that, and make sure to stick around until the end to learn how to deal with common pests and diseases that can affect these flowers and the best ways to prevent them. First things first. You'll want to find a spot in your garden with excellent drainage and ample morning sun. It's important that your orchids are shaded from the harsh midday and afternoon sun to keep them looking great all year and flowering well. Now, if you think your soil doesn't have good drainage, growing your orchids in pots might be your best bet. Cymbidiums actually appreciate being quite cramped, so you don't need to repot them too often. Plus, having them in pots allows you to move them around to get the perfect amount of sunlight. Placing your pots under deciduous trees is ideal, as they'll get sun in winter and dappled light in summer. Be sure to use a quality orchid mix for the best results. Let's talk about orchid care. As long as your orchids are getting morning sun and afternoon shade, they don't require a lot of fuss. In winter, if your area gets plenty of rain, you don't even have to water them additionally. However, during summer, you want to water your plants at least 3 times a week and even daily during extreme heat. Before we move on, I have one big favour to ask of you. If you're finding this video helpful, please hit the thumbs up button below. Doing so lets us know that you're enjoying the content and allows us to produce more videos like this. Okay, continuing with Cymbidium orchid care, they do benefit from regular feeding, especially if you want them to flower well. They'll put on leaf growth in spring and summer, during which time they need a high nitrogen fertiliser. From midsummer onwards, as they start to form their blooms, they need a fertiliser high in potassium and much lower in nitrogen. So using a 2-part orchid food is a good idea. Apply it once after the plants have finished flowering and then again in midsummer to encourage flower formation. In terms of repotting, it's best to do this every 3 years, right after the plants have finished flowering. You can either divide the plants and pot them into similar sized pots, or move the entire clump into a pot that is just one size larger. After repotting, water your orchids with liquid seaweed to encourage new root growth. Now let's talk about pests and diseases. Cymbidium orchids can fall prey to slugs, snails, sap-sucking insects, and some fungal diseases. To deter slugs and snails, place some eco-friendly snail pellets around your orchids. For aphids, mealybugs, scale and spider mites, spray your plants with an oil-based product like white oil, eco oil or neem oil. This will also ward off caterpillars and grasshoppers. Fungal diseases can be avoided with well-draining soil or potting mix and proper airflow around the orchids. That's it for today's guide on growing and caring for Cymbidium orchids. I hope you found it helpful, and if you have any questions or tips of your own, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching and happy gardening!